welcome you to Game 3 of a triple header here at the Sports Complex of Dooney, Brandon, Bordeaux. You're there tonight. U18A, it's the Lachine Rapids and the Kahnawake Mohawks. Mohawks wearing black, yellow, and white, playing right to left, and the Rapids in white with gray, yellow, and navy blue. Let's get this baby going. Reese Dixon up front, along with u18A who's back here in the picture. Other forward on this line is Conlon Foot. Rosenegete Lahash on the fence as he knocks this one down. And his partner, it's like Tyson Kyer, 82. Picked up by the Rapids, and there's a shot punched aside by Liam Sullivan. Touch pass up to center. Foot offside. And that will lead to the game's first whistle. This is actually a good number for the Mohawks here tonight. They got 11 skaters. They've been a little short throughout the course of the year. Skate brought to you by Home Alone Discount. Right at Cade's corner. And it's chipped in by Kahnawake giving chase to it. Daly Lazar. Kahnawake Paul pitches in. Tries to one-hand it up. Now it's knocked in behind the net. Lazar gets it back to Russ Studge cross, but that pass misses him, and Sullivan will come out. Sullivan gets rid of it. And now the Rapids have to come back. No one picking it up for Lachine. And Simon Pelchat got it up. Knocked back in by Wyatt Cross. And he's playing forward here. Backhanded in front. And that is knocked away as Lazar's backhanded pass landed on net. Paul in the pinch. And he'll play it back behind the net. That gets by. Back on the near side. Russ Studge. And his pass was picked. Slowed up just enough so that it won't cross the line. And Paul Lazar touches it up to center. Intercepted by Lachine. Behind the net. And that'll get out. Giving up. Knocked away. Cleared as far as the blue line. And now it'll be knocked out by Reese Dixon. He gets slowed up. Lachine, take out to center. u18A comes back to the blue line, and that gets out. Conlon Foot starting up. Foot trying to go up the middle. Got a penalty coming up to the Rapids. Foot gets it out. Lahash a shot, and that stung one of the Rapids. Rosenegete Lahash back on it, back behind the goal for Foot. Sullivan out of the net, extra attacker on. Rosenegete plays it back to the point. There's a shot, blocked in front. And interference is the call against Lachine. First power play of the night either way, and it'll go in way of the Mohawks. Power play Kahnawake. I believe it's Conlon Foot that's going to draw this penalty. Great job by him just skating up. Jordan Norton is serving game 6 of 8. He's got 2 more games left, and then he'll be back. Jackson Norton up on the attack along with Wyatt Cross. Pass hit Wyatt in the skates. Listen to get the Lahash also on the fence here. u18A Divo, the other point man on this power play. Norton, Jackson. Spins back to the forehand, sends it up high. Divo, he's open! CB by Palmer Levesque. Theo Palmer Levesque with the stop, back behind the net. Divo, shot, pad save. A rebound picked up by the Rapids, played up the boards, and that will get out of the zone. Lahash, Divo, listen to get there. Daly Lazar coming back, and that will be offside. Jackson Norton couldn't hold it. Plays halted, 55 seconds left in the power play. He's in. Back on the Mohawks. Dixon attacking. Reese Dixon behind the net. Back to the blue line. Russ Studgy cross. His pass intercepted en route. Dixon forces the issue. Gets it over. Backhanded. And that one's turned aside. It was a pass that landed on goal. Back out the other side. Russ Studgy cross behind the net. Kahnawake Paul giving chase. Rapids on the intercept. Russ Studgy cross. His pass is picked. And the Rapids airbill is down. 7 seconds left to go in the power play for the Mohawks. Paul. Cross. As the Rapids look to start up. Very attempt, hit a leg. Now they bring it in. Kahnawake Paul trying to muscle his man off the puck. He gets rubbed out along the wall to the right of the net. Penalty is over. There's 3:48 to play in the first period. No score. This game, of course, brought to you by Home Alone Discount. Top to the blue line, and now it does get out. Riley Divo back at it. We're going to log it. Played to the blue line where it's held in by Divo. Nice pump fake. Divo driving in. Divo shot in. That one's blocked. Oh, Kyer running into number 68 of Lachine. That was Mateo Mirabella. Both go down. One-on-one. Penalty coming up. Interference. You can just call it a body check at this point. Technically, it's not really interference. I mean, he hit the guy with the puck. You're just not allowed to hit. It's more just a body checking call. Regardless, power play for the Rapids coming up. Mohawks have to kill off a penalty. 3:08 to go in the opening period. Rapids win the draw, but he gets out. And Tyson Kyer gets rid of this one. 3 minutes left to go. Played out in front. And that'll get out. Rapids got to back up. And that'll be cleared out to center. Played over, and that's intercepted and sent out of the zone. And that's knocked away. Great back check by by Jackson Norton. Norton nearly forcing the issue. Wilson against the Lahash. Lahash forcing the issue. And it's broken up. Lahash up on the attack here. Oh. 20 seconds left to go in the penalty to the Mohawks. And now they shoot it in behind the net. Penalty coming up. And Lazar leaned into his man. Couldn't tell if he pushed him, but he certainly leaned into him. Referees felt like it was enough for a push, so with 2 seconds left in the 5-on-4, it'll now be a 5-on-3, albeit just for those 2 mere seconds. Minute 9 left to go in the period. And it's won by Norton. Cleared to the blue line, not out. 5-on-4 now. Daibo's back on the ice, and that shot comes through. Not on. Picked up at the point by Boucher. Not Daibo. And the puck's going out. 50 seconds to go in the power. For the Rapids. Jackson Norton on the knockaway, and Ruadzidziani flutters this one on. Intercepted. Ruadzidziani. Shot right on, and no rebound given up by Theo Pombert-Levesque. Down to the final 25.2 here in this opening period. Join us tomorrow night live at 7:30. U18A Mohawks in action taking on the Verdun Leafs. That'll be, again, a 7:30 p.m. start. And we'll carry all the action live on BBF. Offside. 14.7. Face off won by the Rapids, and that'll get out. Lachine bringing it in. Save made Sullivan, and period 1 is over. We're scoreless after the opening period here at the Sports Complex. Second period starting here at the Plex. 45 seconds remaining in this power play for the Lachine Rapids. Lachine attacking right to left. And that goes through the blue paint. Liam Sullivan in net. He makes the save and does not give up a rebound. Rosanagete Lahas, Tyson Kyer on the back end. And it looks like Jackson Norton playing on wing with Reese Dixon at center. Oh, they score! Mikhail Dvorak let it go. And a knuckle puck goes upstairs. It's a power play goal. And the seal is broken on this game just 24 seconds into the second. 1-0 Lachine. This game brought to you by Home Alone Discount. U18A Mohawks trailing 1-0 to the Lachine Rapids. As Lachine brings it in, Shot is broken up by u18A. Now it's broken up. Good slide. Foot. Backhanded in. Collier shoots, that steered away, and that hits the mesh, goes on a play. Face-off coming up inside the Rapids zone. 1 minute gone by in the second. Face-off won by Lachine. Angled off the boards. And that clear. Will it cross the goal line? It will. Icing against the Rapids. Face off to the left of the Rapids. That 1-0 lead for Lachine. Back to the blue line. Paul scores! Kahnawake Paul with a seeing eye shot that makes its way through. Game time. Kahnawake Paul lets this one go. It flutters too, and this is another point shot. This one had a little bit of traffic. I'm not sure if Levesque was able to pick it up. Kind of makes its way through. Yeah, Levesque is waving at this basically after the puck was already behind him. He could not see this one at all. Norton hits a return pass. Jackson swings it over. Daly Lazar. Shot, crossbar! Daly Lazar ripped it off the post. Jackson, Norton, Daly Lazar, and Riley Dybo, the forwards on this line. Back to the blue line. Russ lets Trudge cross, holds it in. Norton. Oh boy. Uh-oh. One of the Rapids are hurt. Covered up. Now, it looks like he's back, but he's favoring, looks like that right leg, right knee. You never want to see that. Incidental contact. And that looks like FX Boucher, 62, going back to the bench. Reese Dixon. And now the referee's discussing something. It's a goal. We got a goal scored. That's Daly Lazar. He scores. Jackson Norton was screaming when that shot was released. I want to go back and see this on the replay. It's a goal, and I believe this will be Daly Lazar's goal. Yes, maybe I should. You know, I'm going to take a pause for the cause here. I'll see you right back. Well, if you're just joining us, Daly Lazar has just scored to make it 2-1. The puck went in and out so fast. Jackson Norton was screaming that it went in. And that'll be a penalty coming up on u18A for body checking. Mohawks will have to kill off another penalty. 7:56 to go in the second here in this game. In the second period of play. This game brought to you by Old Malone Discount. This is the Old Malone Discount game of the week. Game 3 of a triple header And we will be back tomorrow night at 7:30 for the Junior A Mohawks game, which will be taking place. That'll be a 7:30 p.m. start. Kahnawake and the Verdun Leafs. Second straight game between those two teams. Verdun won 8-4 last Sunday. And we had freezing rain for that game. Hopefully it holds off today and tomorrow. Arakoyesu Paul and Daly Lazar with the goals. And that'll go on to play. Lazar on this penalty kill along with Jackson Norton. Norton pokes it away. He's got a 2-on-1. Jackson Norton, Daly Lazar. Norton into the backhand. He scores! Jackson Norton, it's a short-hander. And the Mohawks up the lead to 3-1. Well, the first period was very defensive-minded. And so far, we played 2 minutes, 35 seconds of the second, and already 4 total goals have been scored. Daly Lazar ices the puck here. Levesque played it. That Karen's up the center ice. And now it comes back to the blue line. Eric Yin let it go. Out in front, big stop Sullivan. A rebound, and that's airmailed over the top. Stays in the Mohawk zone. Good keeping by Durrell. He's got it here. Durrell shoots, glove save. No rebound. And that'll be sent out of the zone. 3-1 Mohawks leading. Picked up by the Rapids. 20 seconds left to go on the power play, and that's intercepted. And Divo couldn't get it by the defense of the rail. Comes back to the blue, behind the net. In front, and Sullivan's got it. And he will not give up a rebound. And we've got a penalty call coming up on Divo for a slash. Oh, actually, we got Matthew Miners here. Okay, a slash. And don't repeat what you hear, folks. 5-on-4. Okay, so a rough and a cross check. Dibo's got the cross check. Five seconds left to go here in the second. We're in the power play for the Rapids. It comes back to the blue line. There's a shot. Sullivan makes the stop. Penalty is over. Osenegete Lahash out of the box. Here comes Dixon. Dixon trying to put it through the legs. of the defending Lachine could not. Chipped into Kahnawake territory. Kahnawake Paul. Tyson Collier. Clearing attempt is thwarted. There's a shot, not on. Onside as it's shot back behind the goal by Wyatt Cross. Collier kept it alive. And back comes Lachine. Played across. Shot is broken up by Collier. Wyatt Cross gets it in. Foot after it. There's a shot that arrows into the near corner. So they get the Lahash. And that'll be intercepted. Up the ice. Dibo. He shoots. Goal! Lets the wrister go. And that was some chin music for the netminder. I mean, that was like right where his head was. What a shot by Riley Dibo. And the Mohawks go up 4-1. Back come the Mohawks. Moving on in, Jackson Norton. With possession. Norton flicks it out. There's a shot. Pad save. And a good one by the Lachine keeper. Norton on the steal. Flicks it out. Daly Lazar turning. That's blocker down and Arena not given up by Levesque. 3:23 to go in the second period of play. Kahnawake 4, Lachine 1. Comes back to the blue line. Paul. First shot blocked. Second try. Goes deep. Norton. Pad save. Rebound score! Reese Dixon! And it's 5-1. Paul let the shot go from an off angle and it's kicked right back out. Dixon wide open. He makes no mistake. 5 goals, 5 different scores. (5-1) with 3:10 remaining. Ball. Knocked away. Tyson Collier. Gets it over to Ruiz-Ziziani. Up to Dixon. He's out there with foot. Reese Dixon. Saucer pass. Foot! And he couldn't bury it. Foot. Now Collier after it. That'll be interference coming up to Lachine. Power play Mohawks, 2:33 to go in the second. This power play brought to you by Old Malone Discount. right at Kane's Corner. Me and my buddy were having a conversation the other day about that old stop sign at Kane's Corner. Remember when they moved that stop sign the first time at Kane's Corner and how that was the biggest issue in terms of traffic throughout the community? I long for those days when that stop sign at Kane's Corner was our biggest headache. Hall back out in front, and that'll be chipped out. Kane's Corner, of course, that's where you can find Old Malone Discount, proud sponsor of this game. 2:20 to go in the second. Dixon, shot, save, rebound, knocked away. Sullivan goes for an adventure, and he'll eat it. At this stage, we might have a very short third period. Not the shortest I've ever seen. I think I saw a 4-minute period one time. 4-minute third period in a regular season game. Intercepted. Lahash. Oh, that stung. Back on the Rapids on a breakaway. Gabriel Yanuzo. He scores. Did he try to go to dab up the ref? Yanuzo scores. It's a shorty and a big one for Lachine here. That stops a 5-goal burst for the Mohawks. Well, folks, it was scoreless after the first period. And since then, we've had 7 goals, and Rapid player is down. We'll be right back. Well, the Mohawks lead. It is 5-2. 90 seconds left to go in the second period. Mohawks still on the power play. That was a shorthanded goal by Yanuzzi. Senegete Lahash. Gave it up. Lahash makes a defensive play. And he takes a slashing call. Penalty coming up to the Mohawks. Final minute of this second period of play. And yeah, we're going to have single-digit minutes in the third. And that'll be a hand pass that'll have this play blown down. There's 53.2 left in the second period that, quite frankly, has moved slower than, I don't know, Stephen Hawking in a snowstorm, which is pretty slow. Play ball. Dixon, oh, what a pass! Scored! Magic. 6-2. And that is technically a shorty. Short-handed goal. And actually, the Lachine Rapids player jumped out of the box. 5 seconds left in the penalty. Okay. So that's not a short-handed goal. Sorry, that's a 4-on-4 goal. Collier gets rid of it. Hooked out by Dixon, who's had himself a whale of a game. Oh, tipped on. Sullivan the save. Collier trying to clear it. Both times got thwarted. Oh, they score! And finds a hole. And the Rapids score at the end of the second period of play. It is 6-3. 7.7 to go. And Yanuzzi's got his second. Hey, just when I thought the second period would be over. Oh, please, just take that extra .1 off the clock. Thank you. Well, it was scoreless after the first, and 9 goals go in the second. Breakneck action at both ends of the ice. It's the Mohawks who have a 3-goal lead, which they'll take it to the third. Third period beginning. Kahnawake leading 6-3 here on the Lachine Rapids. Jackson Norton back in front. Daly Lazar cannot beat Theo Pombert-Levesque. So we have a 5-minute third period, which is the second smallest amount I've ever seen a third period. I'm not sure you saw a 4-minute third period a few years back. One-timer, and that's turned aside. Jackson Norton, that's a set play. Lazar winning the draw and getting it to Norton. Offside against the Rapids. Going to get the Lahash, had it taken away. And there's the knockaway, Lahash, and it's played out. Rapids got a tag up. Jackson Norton skating up center. Norton into Rapids territory. He goes wide. Jackson Norton plays it back behind the goal for Lazar. Lazar, Norton, backhander, block. Lazar! Save Dave Boursier, rebound loose. Riley Dybel digging for his second. Now brought back in. No. Tipped on, and that stopped. 3:39 to go. Pretty soon we're going to be looking at the time of day clock rather than the game clock to see how much time we've got. Cross up the ice. And that pass gets out. I don't know. Hit by a high stick, maybe? That was definitely not a high stick. Oh, someone had 6. No? Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming. This game brought to you by Old Malone Discount at Cade's Corner. What's up, Sudge Cross? Sends Lachine back. Under 3 minutes left to go because it's 4:52 time of day. You're paying attention to that now. Lazar in front. That pass skips away from Jackson Norton. And that'll be a high stick. Spring training in full force. Dixon with the move. Oh, he hit the post. Touched pass and fought off by Paul. There's a shot knocked down and a rebound. Sullivan makes the save. Get to the blue line, not out. Glove save. Last minute of play here. Hit up to u18A and he gets it out. Jackson Norton on the takeaway. Puts on the brakes, feeds it out in front, shot score! Daly Lazar has his second. And that'll do it. What a very good performance this evening here for the Kahnawake u18A Mohawks. It was, yeah, see, it was scoreless after one, and then the Mohawks put up 6 in the second before wrapping it up here with a goal to end it. And it is a 7-3 Mohawks win. We thank O'Malone Discount, our sponsorship. And today's O'Malone value player of the game is Reese Dixon, 1 goal, 2 assists. Made a couple of really nice plays and also had a near second goal right at the tail end of this one. That'll do it. The Mohawks win it 7-3. We'll see you again on the giveaway.